Lucia, help, help. SOS, SOS, Mayday, Mayday. The St. Lucia, a luxury liner, sailing, sailing the Caribbean.
Sì.
Please bear with us, folks. We're going to be starting soon.
surpassed. And in her day, she sailed majestically. There were few in her class. Faithfully, she fulfilled her sailor's needs. But labor was overpowered by greed, and so they pilfered slow, causing scandal and row. Now things look dull, she's at a lull. She could barely sit on a hull. Have we balling? Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. We gas tank almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship, or shall we sit on it and perish slow? We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. I say no. Captain, you tell me what to do. In her day of sailing, she was a true friend to one and all. And in her day, she sailed majestically. No government doing bubble. And yes, well, she always did her best to help out those in distress. Now she don't have money, we have to beg Joffrey. Labor boys don't share, none of them care. We must vote them out, I declare. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. We gas tank almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship, or shall we sit on it and perish slow? We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. We don't know. You tell me what to do.
Special good night to all our viewers on Caribbean American News Media. Greetings, my people. How are you? How was your... Well, I'm thinking it's a weekend. But how was your weekend, folks? Hope all is well. Hope you did not go to Carnival. You stayed home and you are in good health. If you went to Carnival, then you got to come to confession. You got to confess at this time. We're waiting for all your confession, but we are live on the air, and we want to thank you very much for being here with us at this point. We are live. We are live, my friends, and you know that was a special song there, you know, to indicate the goodness and the greatness of Sir John Compton. Yes, my friends. So greetings, and let's hope that you had a beautiful day, that all is well. Let's also pray that you are alive and you're not listening to me dead. Isn't that something, friends? Greetings. I am happy to be here with you on tonight, where we're going to spend our regular Monday night together as we continue to advance Bagay Mama Flabo. Well, it is what it is, but we're here, all right? And so we are broadcasting also simultaneously on our YouTube channel, and we want to welcome our brethren over there on YouTube. Greetings to you, my people. Let's get to work. I believe it is time for us to get to work. There's a lot for us to do. Please share the live. And most of you know, once it is Monday, it is Caribbean American News Night. Tonight, we are going to go back. Now, tonight is our program, the United Workers' Party program. Tonight we are going to be getting ourselves ready for our chairman tomorrow, Mr. TP. We're going to be having a beautiful time tomorrow. And so we invite everyone to come along tomorrow night at 8 as we share with you information. And that is from the chairman of the United Workers Party. Greetings, friends. Let me just greet the saints. Let me greet you. Let me go through the our chat over here on our Facebook app. Let's see what's going on over on Facebook. Lorraine Hippolyte, my sister, pleasant evening to you. I know your husband is also watching. Yes, sir. Greetings to the Lorraine, the Hippolyte family. Edith, how are you? Greetings to you, Edith. Let's hope that you had yourself a beautiful and exciting day, that you were not in carnival jumping up and winding down all over the place. Yes, sir. Lucilta, how are you? Lulu. I don't know who Lulu is, but I know it might not be a real profile. But I know that you are a supporter, and so I want to welcome you to the platform. Some people don't want their names to be seen and everything else. It's okay, you're welcome. Pleasant evening to you, my friend Lulu. And also, we have Philippa, greetings to you, and Norens, greetings. Jepe, how are you, Jepe? Greetings, my friend. Jepe, I believe Jepe, you're the one I got to give a call. Yes, my calls are getting confused. I have a number of requests for communications. I did some today, and I'm hoping that I can get the rest out of the way. Please bear with me. It's a lot of work on my hand over here. All right, we have Augustine and my friend Cleopatra. Greetings to you. Good night. I like how you put everything in caps. You're trying to put some emphasis there on your great night and good night, sister. Greetings. All right. Let me know if our song is fine or we need to adjust it. Let me know if you're hearing us good, okay through the set. All right. Alexios, greetings to you. Yes, and Cecile, how are you? We have Stanislas. Welcome, Stanislas. And Blake, Eva, greetings. You're home, Eva. Yes, stay home. Don't go out. Lania shy day, mood all up. Don't go out. A lot of naked demons. Don't go out. Yes. Merlin Gill, greetings to you. Isidore, greetings. Yes. And Hyacinth, greetings to you. Delaire, greetings to you. And we also have Lydia, greetings. And Smith, how are you? Malcolm, greetings. Greetings, Malcolm, my friend Malcolm over there in Miku. Greetings to you. I heard that the Labour Party is coming to your district to keep a lot of noise. But we got them, don't worry. Stephen, how are you, Josie? Mamai Flabo. Yes. And how are you, Anne? Great night to you. Lansik, Sabina, yes, we did mention Sabina. And my friend, Este Audi. Lydia, BBDD long time. Or am I not paying attention to you when you come on? I'm sorry. Good to have you. Flora, greetings. Mervin, yes, Sarah. Greetings, Reverend. I can't call all the names. Laurencia Pear. Greetings to you. Yes. Arno, my friend. Oh, my God, man. You are a scientist. You are a genius, sir. All the way to St. Croix. Greetings to you. Greetings. Malcolm Zagafet. All right, folks. We're here tonight, and we are firing on all cylinders. Let's go over to our YouTube channel. Our regular suspects are over there. Gloriana, greetings to you. Hardy, greetings. Donovan, all right. And we also have Hardy, welcome to you. Queen, yes. Sister Queen, and we have the Rickle family. Yes, the Rickle family. Yes, Sylvia, greetings, my friend, you and the husband. Everybody else who are joining us, please share the live, folks. We got to get the numbers up. We want to start the program. We are not, if What you say, not paying attention? Man, anybody I tell, but there's so much information that is bombarding me daily, so you got to bear with me. You got to have some patience with me there, folks. Greetings. Yes, man. So when we get to 100 viewers, we're going to get our program running. So please share the live. Let the folks know. Wake up your neighbors. Tell them that the only place, Henry, greetings from Texas. Yes, Texas is in the house. Let the folks know that we are on. This is Flabo assignment. This is our town hall meeting. This is our street meeting. This is where we do it. Way back in the days, you guys would have a horn. You would be out there on vehicles, going out and street meetings. But this is how we do it. Every Monday and Tuesday night, we have our street meeting right here on Caribbean American News Network on social media. That's where we do it. That's where we meet our people. This is ground zero. This is the winning team. And I spoke earlier today about the winning. I prophesy. I made some predictions. And I said to you, watch the space carefully. Get on board. Let's get to work. Yes, my friend. Norrance, thank you so much for the 50 star. Thank you so much. Lydia Francis, like I said, to do me. Yes, man. So we're going to be hitting the numbers soon, and so we will start.
Know who's at fault, so it's up to you. It's up to we to give the ship to you, WP. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, seas are right.
Yeah, I said, yes, 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 yeah, I said.
You guys like too much roll. Eh? You like too much roll. You see how y'all stop so early in the game. Y'all have me just cracking up in this place. What's going on with y'all? What's going on in St. Lucia, folks? Is St. Lucia a real place or is it somewhere in the desert? Lucian, what's your bread? Y'all leave me alone, folks. Wise Mail, leave our Prime Minister alone. What's wrong with you people? Why you all keep troubling the man? Y'all calling St. Lucia Clown City, all kind of thing going on with y'all. What's going on? So what you all are saying? We need somebody to rescue St. Lucia? It's really not me, folks. You gotta forgive me because oh God. Okay, let's get to work, man. Hey, let's get to work. One more time? Nah, but later in the game. Yeah, man. Welcome to the Clown City. I'm trying to figure out where to start. This is too funny. All right, we have some news from St. Vincent Police, the SVG, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines Royal Police Force. They are looking for this gentleman, Jakeem Jamal Wilson. He is considered to be armed and dangerous, and police are looking for this gentleman. He's about 5'7". He's dark, brown eyes, slim. So please, folks, if you know about this gentleman, please, if you see him in Vieux-Fort, see him in Soufriere, if you see him in Carnival today, please call. You can call our number here on the studio, and we will connect you to the Royal St. Vincent Police Force. But Mr. Jakeem Jamal Wilson is wanted by officials there in St. Lucia. Let's go back into our St. Lucian. St. Lucia, you all think we should call it Clown City? I don't like that, oh. Yes, man. So we are trying to assist the police there in St. Vincent in locating this individual. He is armed and also dangerous. Yes, my friend. My friend, oh, preacher man, preacher woman, everybody is here. All right. So let's get to work. Let's go back in history. That's what we're doing tonight. We're going to go back to remind you, folks, of a lot of things that the Labour Party said to you, said to us. A lot of hope that was given to the people, a lot of deception. We are going to go even over to King. We are going to go into the house. We're going to be just knocking everywhere tonight. We are going on a rampage tonight, back into history, and we're going to be a little slow, so you'll have to bear with us. But we want to welcome all to the platform. Those of you who are viewing from the outside, we welcome you to come in. All are welcome here, whether you're SLP, whatever piece you are, come on in through the door. You are all welcome. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do not want to talk to myself. I do not want to sing to the choir. I don't want to talk to only flubbos. I want to talk to everybody. Tutmun, all right? Okay, so let's get to work. Let's go over to the SLP vows when they came into office. One of the pledges that they made was that they were going to complete all major projects in St. Lucia. Let's go over to a report from News Force, that is HTS in St. Lucia. We go back into history, and then we'll have a discussion, a family discussion. We'll take your calls.
Projects. The cornerstone of subsequent administrations is their ability to transform the lives of the electorate and generate worthwhile projects, some of them capital in nature, and execute them flawlessly. Over the years, some critical capital works projects have gotten off the ground, but many have failed to reach fruition in a timely fashion. More worrying to some quarters are those projects, while almost complete, are suddenly halted when a new regime assumes office.
The Grocery Cascades Highway, and if you recall that it was the Stevenson Labour Party who signed an agreement with the Kuwaiti government in 2015. That loan was negotiated. It was signed and ready to be disbursed. The tenders were out. A contractor had won the bid. So it was really a matter of this UWP government continuing the project that was started by a St. Labour Party government. But no, what did they do? They stopped the project. They ended the loan agreement, and they literally gave a direct award yet again to Fresh Start.
As the anniversary of the last general election draws near, St. Lucians continue to survey their options. But one of the questions on the minds of some is whether a new government will stop the many projects now currently underway. SLP Communication Officer Mondi Lewis says a Labour administration will continue with projects of national concern.
No, I think the Labour Party will continue, but as we can see, and we heard from a professional engineer about the way that the work is being done, and the safety of solutions is a paramount to the Labour Party, so we would ensure that it is something that is worthy of the solution public, because we want the best for them, and if anything wrong is found, then...
Okay, so let's just pause that for a while. One thing I can tell you, my people, is that the Alan Chastney administration, the United Workers' Party, have always thought about people. And if you listen to the press secretary here of the Prime Minister, you would think that the UWP, when they're in office and they're implementing projects, it is like they don't care about the safety of St. Lucia. And I want to let the SLP administration know that word matters. Word matters. And for you to be, putting the idea in the heads of St. Lucians that, the Alan Chastney administration did not care about the people, did not have the interests of the people at heart, and therefore you guys have the people's interests at heart, and you will do this and you will do that for them. That in itself needs to stop. Because one, when we look at this in Jude's hospital, if you had the interests and the safety of St. Lucians at heart, you would not have gone back to the old hospital to put those people in. So how do you have the interests of the people at heart? How do you, as a Labour Party government, have the interests of the people at heart when 3 structures were built in Dennery up to this day without bathrooms, without running water, without anywhere that these elderly men can ease their bowels? Nothing at all. Not even a hole in the ground. My question again to you is, how can you prove to us as an SLP administration that you, Miss Lewis, and your administration has the interests of the St. Lucian people at heart, and you are more committed to them than the United Workers' Party? I would love to know that as a voter there in St. Lucia. I would love to know. I would love to know why there is no toilets at those houses in Dennery, no running water, not even an electric pole to provide lights on the outside. Why are there holes where mosquitoes can come right through the galvanized? Why, when it's raining, these men have to shift themselves into a different corner to avoid themselves from getting wet at night? Tell me why those huts were built close to a ravine. It's worse than the Jordan River, where filth and mud and labu, tout bagay. Mosquitoes, a breathing space for mosquito. But yet, you put pieces of doors and windows together, and you're saying to us that you care about the safety of St. Lucians? Lady, come, get yourself together.
For the way in which this project has been implemented very haphazardly.
Successive governments have been criticized on matters of accountability and transparency. In 2016, the UWP administration authorized FDL consults to conduct a technical audit at an alleged cost of $980,000. The findings were made public in a supposed leaked document.
What this government did when they came into power, they had $1 million audit, which none of us have seen. They stopped the reconstruction at St. Jude's Hospital for nearly 4 years. So no, again, we believe that this hospital should have been completed. It was the St. Jude's Labour Party who continued it, who left.
Let me remind you all, folks, and we going back into history, just to remind the Labour Party that we'll continue to go back in history to say to you all that you're a bunch of hypocrites because you didn't finish the hospital either. You guys have the gall, the heart, the guts, the boudin to come in front of a camera to say to us that the UWP did not finish it. They had 4 years. They stopped the hospital in 4 years and they spent $1 million to do audits and investigations. And they did not finish the hospital. You did not finish it too. The SLP did not finish it. Ain't it? Isn't that true? Isn't that not the case? And if we are wrong, I would be happy for you to correct us and set us right. Did you finish the hospital as a government? No, you did not. A matter of fact, there was a lot of nonsense happening at the hospital where things were just being built without plans, and things are just happening. Walls are going up anywhere. Wires are being run in the ceiling. Why electrical and plumbing together and all kind of foolishness. But no, you guys are holier than thou, and you're trying to pull a fast one on the United Workers' Party. But is it not true that the report that was done on the old hospital was not a good report? What is in that report? What is in your report? Is that old building safe for the St. Lucian people? What is the cost to finish it? You guys have not told us anything. How much is it going to cost to finish the new St. Jude's Hospital? And we know we're not giving you a break because it's Carnival. We don't care a hoot about Carnival. Naked women rubbing all the private part on the pitch, on the ground, dancing on demons and everything else, and ghosts. We don't care about that. Decent women during the week who works in banks and in different institutions, whining themselves naked, gyrating all over the streets. So we don't care about that. We care about morality. That's what we care about. Decency. So we ain't giving you guys no break. You spend millions of dollars in jazz and millions of dollars in Carnival. Huh? Millions of dollars. And I'll ask you, the government of St. Lucia, through your press secretary, Miss Lewis, how many of you guys who are in the SLP administration now, in high offices, how many of you have Carnival bands? How many? Well, don't answer me. I'm just asking. You don't have to answer me. You don't have to. But don't come and play on our cervelle and tell us that the UWP was so bad and y'all are so good and y'all are the better thing for St. Lucia. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all didn't finish the hospital. Y'all spend millions of dollars in jazz and Carnival, while we have women and men having to sell chicken and pork in order to go to the hospital for medical services. And you're telling me that we should just be quiet? Woman, continue talking so we can finish this thing and flush you.
He said who already had a transitioning plan in place so that the people of Viewport and environs could have a place to go with their loved ones, especially in the most vulnerable times.
Some have criticized the use of taxpayer funds for probes and inquiries, the reports of which continue to wither on the vine, and no one held accountable.
Listen to me, HDS, you all are a bunch of susse too. You all are in bed with this administration. Yeah, I said it. You're a bunch of susse. Talking about whose money you're going to spend to investigate. Whose money? HDS money? Whose money? Yes, whose money you want to spend? If you're erecting buildings on behalf of government and there is no plan, there is nothing in place, nobody knows how much it's going to cost to finish anything. And when you check the ledger, millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars have already been spent and still in the hospital, and you're telling me we should just continue the hospital as usual because you guys say so? You guys are self-righteous and you say so, and HTS talking about the public. No, it's not the public, it's you guys who are talking your nonsense. And by the way, you deserve that button. Next, lot kote anale. Nupanita. Oswea nupanita, nupaga spieta. Let's go to Mr. Kenny Anthony. Let's listen, folks.
Away from what is past
Manifesto
and
time.
poisoned into a better, brighter future for all.
Putting you first. The St. Lucia Labour Party has officially unveiled its 2021 manifesto to the nation. 6 days to Election Day, and voters can now digest the substantive policies, proposals, and promises of the Labour Party. The SLP says it is running on a platform to stabilize the economy, reposition St. Lucia for growth, and restore good and honest governance.
To stabilize our economy and save jobs, businesses, and families, will provide income tax relief to low and middle income households. That means persons earning $4,000 a month and less will not pay income tax. This will put more.
Hold, sir. Hold. Not so fast. Just hold. Not so fast, sir.
I said, yes, I said, yes, I said, yes, I said, yes, I said.
Well, it's not my fault, you know. Let's go back to the clip, folks. This is the SLP that they unveiled their manifesto to stabilize the economy. And that is at the last elections. I know ale. No panita, no ka flush moon vit. I know ale.
Cash in the hands of nurses, police officers, teachers, secretaries, public servants, hotel workers, technicians, and many others who will not pay tax on the first $48,000 of yearly income.
Okay, so wait a minute. So they promise you that you will not pay tax. You know, certain amount of you will not pay tax. But guess what? Every St. Lucian will pay on August the 2nd a 2.5% increase in taxes. Tunmun. So while you bluff the people and you say to them, yes, we're reducing taxes and we're going to remove, you will not pay tax if you're making 40,000 or whatever. And by the way, most St. Lucians, I am sure some of you not making $10,000 a year. I am sure that there are many of you who are not even making $5,000 a year. So what does that have to... You know, let's go back and listen for a while because...
Philip J. Pierre, heavily focused on debt assessment and management, outlining the numerous ways the St. Lucia Labour Party aims to restore the island to a better economic standing. Investments geared towards business recovery, retooling, product development, and market diversification were among the ideas listed by Pierre. A plan of action was also put in place to address the contraction of the economy by 23.8% in 2020.
Many businesses are financially stressed. So, we'll offer corporate tax amnesty to companies. That means if a company settles its outstanding taxes within 90 days or enter into a payment plan approved by the Comptroller of Inland Revenue, government will waive the penalties and interest due on outstanding amounts. This is an effort to improve cash flow within the first 3 months when we will need space to assess just how critical the financial situation.
Folks, you know what they're doing? You know what they're doing in order to get income? They are raising the food prices on you, the citizens of St. Lucia. That's what they're doing, those supermarkets, those businesses. They're increasing the prices of goods, and they're squeezing you, the St. Lucian people. They're squeezing, while they're getting amnesty and all kind of breaks that the government announced earlier in their manifesto, 6 days before the elections. Up to this date, the people of St. Lucia are not benefiting anything from any of these amnesties or tax break. As a matter of fact, the businesses, they're getting tax break, they're getting amnesty, they're getting it. You know, the government, they are making it so easy for them, but yet those companies are making things so difficult for the ordinary St. Lucians, especially the supermarkets. So while the government is giving them breaks, they are squeezing every week, they are squeezing you, the citizens of St. Lucia. So what I'm saying, what we need, Mr. Prime Minister, is a bold stimulus package for all St. Lucians. A bold stimulus package. Yes, you can do it. While in opposition, you said Mr. Shastley should give all the monies to the people of St. Lucia. They're hungry. Give them the monies. Take the loan and give them all the money. So I am saying to you, Mr. Prime Minister, take all the tax break and give it to all the poor people. They're hungry. Give it to them. All the money for jazz, give it to them. All the money is for carnival, give it to them. All the millions of dollars in travel that you guys are doing, give it to the poor people. That's what you were saying in opposition. And yes, we will remind you of what you said. We take you right back there because the United Workers' Party, they are no longer a losing party. They lost back then. But I am telling you, as of today, they are on the winning side. They are the next government that will take reins in St. Lucia. And there is nothing that any one of you can do to stop it. You can call us names. You can curse. You can tell us about our mother, our dead auntie. You can tell us how ugly we look. You can threaten us on NBC and on all your networks, and you can say to us, watch our backs. You know people in high places that can do things to us. I am saying to you, no matter what you do, you are on the losing side. And I want you to really digest that nicely. Okay? Let's get back to our report.
Focus was also placed on higher learning.
This manifesto sets a target of 1 university graduate per household by the year 2035. So, to improve access to tertiary education, we will cover the cost of CXC mathematics.
Now, let me tell you something. These people think that they can put on makeup and put on wig and jewelry on them and put on a fake plastic smile and fool the people of St. Lucia. And they think that is good, that is right. Oh, yes, we fooled them. We got them. We sold. We had a good campaign. We had the best campaign. They think that they can dress up nice in red and fool you, bamboozle yourself over and over again. And I guarantee you that the same strategy is going to be used. Very same strategy. To come with their lies and deceit and their misinformation and lack of information and get you all excited about them. But the United Workers' Party, they are united and strong. And no matter what you say and what you do, I am saying to you, you can do all your makeup, Estee Lauder, and all the things that you have. You are on the losing side. Period. Go ahead, madam. I want to flush.
Within 2 years, we'll expand this initiative to do even more for our parents and children.
affordable housing and home ownership forms part of the...
Oh, yes, home ownership. Yes. We saw home ownership in Dennery. 3 beautiful homes with toilets and running water and electricity. Oh, my God. Stimulus to help our citizens to build homes and to...
for a housing revolution.
Investment in housing will be an important economic driver. We will incentivize the private sector and...
But folks, listen to the houses, watch carefully the houses that they're showing you. These fellas are showing you their bourgeois homes in Grozile, Cabot State. They are showing you all their beautiful homes. But what they never showed you is that they're going to increase Plywood City, that they're going to build more plywood shacks. More plywood shacks for you, the citizen. All you deserve is plywood. Plywood house, plywood. But look at what they're showing you.
For a housing revolution.
Investment in housing will be an important economic driver.
Now look at that. Do you see any plywood house in this area? Malmene yourself, use psychology in you. Look. Zakwe say black killer. Look. You see any plywood house in that area? What do you see there? Bourgeois. The haves. That's not the have not. But that is what they use. Why did they not go in ancillary and those areas and take pictures and show the people the housing? Use those houses as an example of housing. But no, look, I see in all your house there. Stevenson King, all of you, your big mansion that you're extending with swimming pools. And then you throw 2 plywood at the people of St. Lucia.
We will incentivize the private sector and pursue public-private partnerships with developers to deliver a significant increase in affordable housing island-wide. We will also undertake housing projects.
So you all saw the affordable housing, big condo announced for what? How many months now? They said they're going to start. They've already identified the spot. They're going to build the condos for the people of St. Lucia. Condos la. A question, mother. Where is the condo? Kose condo. Kisa. Gasa. Anyway. Nope. Anyway. Go ahead, sir. We're listening.
New inner city communities. These initiatives will include home ownership through rent-to-own options. We will reactivate the PROUD program to improve prospects for home ownership and wealth creation across low and middle.
So the question is, where is the housing projects? Where are they? The last time I checked, under the United Workers' Party, there was a massive housing project that was on stream. I think Fresh Start had the contract to take care of those things. What happened? I question Amadezo, Mark user over here. All I need is an answer. Where is the housing scheme for the people of St. Lucia? It's 2 years now. You are heading into your 3rd year. Thank God. 3rd year. Which means that you have 2 more years to go. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, the lead sector of tourism was not left out of the manifesto, with the SLP outlining a more local-based approach within the tourism sector.
We will expand tourism accommodation by 600 rooms, giving priority to locally owned villas, cottages, and eco properties, which
Good night,
will be
James.
helped to upgrade and market more effectively.
Moreover, the nation's health and wellness, according to the SLP Manifesto, will see attention placed with immediacy on the upgrading and completion of key health care facilities.
We will
Okay, so let's deal with that healthcare. 2 years now, and you cannot get Band-Aid at your hospital. You cannot get what else you can't get? Basic medication for diabetes, high blood pressure. There's always a shortage of medication at the island's health institution. After 2 years, after 2 years, you still have citizens complaining that there is no beds at the hospital. Many of them are in need of urgent medical care, urgent medical intervention through operations. Those type of procedures that you see can save the life of a human being. They got to wait until a hospital bed becomes available. They got to wait until either somebody die or somebody gets discharged. Well, you see, this is what you guys wanted. The majority of you voted for this. I am not even going to beat up on those who did not go out to vote. UWPs who did not go out to vote. Makai Batzor swear. I'm not going to beat you all tonight. Because what we sow is what we reap. And because we are not an educated voter, we are not educated voters. In other words, we do not look at issues. We look at argument, méprise. We look at all sorts of things that we should not be talking about. But we fail to look at the policies of them fellas. When they're talking, listen. And listen to what they're not saying to you. Forget about all the bling-blings that they're blinging in front of you. Their painted faces and their lipstick and their nice wig and all their paint on their face and nice dresses and nice pants and jackets. Forget about all that. And look at the issues. Health care, my friend, should have been a big issue in the last campaign. And if it was a big issue, then you guys would have voted the United Workers' Party, because they were the party with the boldest vision for healthcare in St. Lucia. Yes, I said it. Let's go back.
Complete and commission St. Jude Hospital within 1 year, as well as...
Okay. I didn't hear that one, but I am going to go back again because I heard something there that I did not hear. I did not get that one that Miss Emma said earlier. I swear. I can swear to you that I heard Emma says to you, the St. Lucian people, that we will give you the hospital at St. Jude within a year. If that's not what I heard, then we can fix it. But let's go back. Let's go back and listen to what Miss Emma is saying to you, the people, or what she said to you earlier in order to get your votes. And I'm warning you, St. Lucians, you must pay attention. Utan Sama Khadija, pay attention. Last mahid chicken egwe wam. Ek last fair bomb ek se buksa pour votes. Take their money. Buy food for your children. But vote on the issues that are affecting you and your family and your neighbor and your neighbor. Let's go. Emma, where are you? Go ahead.
On the upgrading and completion of key health care facilities.
We will complete and commission St. Jude Hospital within 1 year.
Good. So I didn't hear wrong. Call it. When I go problem, I have a big problem. So the Labour Party is saying that they're going to celebrate their, whatever they celebrated I can't help you there. I don't know what they're celebrating. Because majority of St. Lucians cannot celebrate anything as I'm speaking now. Majority of St. Lucians still cannot get health care. The SLP administration, and now that I found this clip, I am going to stay on it. The SLP administration promised the St. Lucian people at the last elections that they are going to give us the St. Jude's Hospital in 1 year. Soak it in. I declare to you that the St. Lucia Labour Party have failed you, the citizens of St. Lucia. They have not, after 2 years, they have not delivered the hospital to you. 2 years now. They have failed to deliver the hospital in a timely manner. It's not the SLP said to you that they're going to finish it in a year. You said it in your campaign that you're going to finish it. Where is the St. Jude's Hospital? Where is it? Mama Dosa, Pastor Mamodo, Mr. Prime Minister, where is the hospital you promised? That's not what we were asking you, sir. Where is the hospital that you promised us? Sakive Prime Minister, somebody come get your Prime Minister. Where is the hospital that you promised in a year, Mr. Prime Minister? Says Halamado. Yes, sir. 90 people flush have co-hospital. You all said in 1 year you will give us the hospital. It is 2 years. Co-hospital, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's where the hospital. Where the hospital? Y'all think I'm lying on the SLP? They said that they will give us the hospital in a year. Many of you missed it. Half of you, St. Lucian, missed that promise. Where is the hacks? Where are they to spin this now? Where's my brother Anson? Where are all the others to spin it now? Where is the hospital? You said within a year. Madam Hippolyte, nous voulons l'hôpital nous have. We want our hospital. As a matter of fact, you are late in your delivery. You are late by a whole year. It is 2 years now. 2 years. And all you give us was $10 million in cleaning bills. That's all you give us, at $10 million in cleaning bills. Call up and tell us, Mama, there's all about fence. We don't want to know about no fence. Where's the hospital? As far as I'm concerned, the people of Viewfort could have gone into the St. Jude Hospital without fence. Period. Soft fence. Anyway, madam, finish your statement.
Placed with immediacy on the upgrading and completion of key health care facilities.
We will complete and commission St. Jude Hospital within 1 year.
Reverend, y'all here? Miss Hippolyte, I have no choice. More mem nipple flush you because you mislead us. Anita. One year. So I have a number of issues with this 1 year thing. It means that you, the SLP administration, you guys are careless in your plans. You're very careless government. You're a very careless party. And I will tell you why. You guys were in government in 2015-16. You fellas were working on the St. Jude's Hospital all the time. No plan no financial plan, nothing at all, no approval plan. So that's why we saw wires and pipes running into rafters and outer rafters like a hula hoop. That's what we saw over at St. Jude's. We knew something was wrong. Now I'll say to you, I'll tell you how you fooled the people of St. Lucia. You guys were in charge of that project for 5 years. That's before the Alan Chastney administration came on the scenes. You fellas, and I'm very disturbed tonight because of this thing. You guys promised the people of St. Lucia and Vieux-Fort especially. You've promised them the hospital maybe more than 6 times in that 5 years. Every minute of the day, Alvena Reynolds and her people, her cabals, were misleading the people of St. Lucia, especially the staffs at St. Jude's Hospital. And there was a date every minute of the day. You told the people that you are very close. You were 80% close to finishing, which means that all you have to do at 80% finishing is minor stuff. A little Clorox, clean up the place, mop it up, wipe down the walls, put in the beds, and here is your St. Jude's. That's what you said to us. You promised us St. Jude's every weekend, and after 5 years of Alan Chastney, you came back on the scene again, same SLP, and you promise us the hospital again within 1 year, because based on what you guys said to us 5 years ago, is that the hospital is 80% finished. Well, we found out that the hospital was not even 50% finished or 60% finished. Where did you get the 80% finish? Which engineer told you that the hospital was going to be finished very soon, in the next few months? Who told you that? Now, I'm just saying this to say, SLP, do you realize that you have been misleading the citizens of St. Lucia? Because previously we played a clip where you said to the St. Lucian people at HTS, Miss Mandy Lewis, you said that the government, the United Workers' Party government, stopped the project and spend $1 million to investigate. Now we, the people of St. Lucia, are now understanding why the Alan Chastney government had to stop the project and study the project. There were millions of dollars in already, and there were no hospital. And when the Honorable Alan Chastney and his team went into St. Jude's expecting a 80% finished hospital, what they saw was a hospital that was what was either 40 or 50% finished. What next would they do? Continue after millions of dollars had been thrown into St. Jude's? The responsible thing to do is to stop the project, to figure out what the devil is going on here. A government promising the people over and over again a hospital every week. Next week you're going to get it. 2 weeks you will get it. 1 month you will get it. And for the Alan Chastney administration to go in and see a hospital that is a total mess. It looks like the same fellas who built the 3 houses in Dennery are the same fellas who built the hospital. It looked like Micah is the one who built the St. Jude Hospital. It looked like it's Kudme they had every Sunday to build the hospital. When Alan Shastry goes in, it's a Kudme thing that was going on. Wires going over this and that, ceiling, you can touch the roof, one column in the center blocking your whole view. You can't turn left, you can't turn right, column on the left, column in the right. Saki, what's going on? What have the St. Jude's people, what have the Viewfortians done to you, SLP? That you give them Kenny Anthony, who did nothing for them. Then you mess up their hospital, you mess up their airports, and then you come back and you guys are messed up. I'll tell you why. Alan Shastry put forward the United Workers' Party under the leadership of Alan Shastry had a bold plan. To build a state-of-the-art hospital, a building that would meet the standards of time based on global warming and climate change. A hospital that would have met the demand of St. Lucians, the health demand of St. Lucians. A hospital that would have been a hospital of hospitals in St. Lucia. A hospital that could have given any other Caribbean island a run for their life. And you said, because Mr. Shastry built the hospital, you are going to go back to the old hospital and you bamboozle the citizens of St. Lucia. And we will never forgive you for that. Because your hands, your fingerprints have been on St. Jude's long enough. And you have not finished it. The only thing you have given them is a fence that is half done. Some Clorox on the wall. You paid $10 million. If you had given me $5 million, I would have put up the fence and I would have cleaned the outside and the inside of that property with $5 million. But you spent $10 million. And still, a hospital that was 80% finished under your watch is now 50% or 60% finished. I don't know if I make sense to you all, but I am telling you, Reverend, I am upset. I just found this clip. Friends. And I am upset. I am disgusted with you guys for misleading the people of St. Lucia. And then you come back to say to them, Alan Shastry that never delivered the hospital to you. You have not delivered that hospital. You did not deliver it then, and now you have not delivered it. You told them 1 year in your manifesto, and it is now 2 years, going on to 3 years, and there is no hospital.
On the upgrading and completion of key health care facilities.
We will complete and commission St. Jude Hospital within 1 year, as well as complete the Dennery Polyclinic and the Larry Seuss Health Center. With regard to the OKEU.
So in other words, Granny is saying that all these hospitals will be finished at once in 1 year, you know. Larry Seuss, Dennery, and Viewfort St. Jude's. Brethren, we have not gotten these hospitals as yet. St. Jude, St. Lucians, look at what you did yourself. Look at what you did yourself. The Alan Shastry administration had a clear plan for you guys for the hospital. It was not just a clear plan. It was a plan that you guys could have touched. You could have just taken a ride to Viewfort and look at the structure, look at the building. That's all you had to do, you know, St. Lucians. But no, you like to be whining in the streets naked all day today. You're all sweaty, all your private parts touching the pitch, all whining up on iron and whining up on police and whining up on nothing, on demons. A bunch of demons whining and gyrating, whining it out of style like you have a wine factory. Just whining and drinking. That's all. While you have a prime minister whining in the house.
Yeah. I said, yes, 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 yeah.
And that's what you voted for. Yeah. That's what you voted for. And Emma with a straight face, yoga what y'all did view for Soufriere. I gotta put fire on you people in Soufriere. Tonight I'm eating fire because I'm disturbed. I'm upset. I am upset just looking back at the manifesto. You guys sat back. You stayed back. Even in Soufriere. Soufriere had a young man, Herod Stanislas. Decent man who was a hard worker. You accuse him of all sorts of nonsense. The man started to transform Soufriere. When I looked at Soufriere, I could not believe what I was seeing. I went to St. Lucia myself and I walked in the streets of Soufriere. I stand at the bus stop and I had to ask people, what is this? Who built this thing? And all of the SLP told me that it was the United Workers' Party under Herod Stanislas. And you St. Lucians, you folks from Soufriere, allow Emma Hippolyte, who was in retirement, to come to Soufriere and sulfurize your brain, and have you all to vote against your all own self-interest. You all feeling the pinch. Nothing ain't running in Soufriere. Vendors go and buy all their drinks and their things thinking that they're going to sell bacchanal in Soufriere over a little carnival. Drama, all kind of foolishness. The Soufriere Foundation, they bring another woman out of retirement, pay her another set of money, add another retirement to her, and nothing to whom is happening in Soufriere. And all you get is a prime minister.
I said, yes, yeah. I said, yes, yeah. I said, yes, yeah. I said, yes, yeah. I said,
huh? Just a fashion Prime Minister Zokila. He is not a United Workers' Party Prime Minister. I have never seen a United Party Prime Minister, whether it is Bobble, Stevenson King, or anybody else. I have never seen them. Not even the guy that they called Tujusu, Von Lewis. Pamem Von Lewis e ga fè sa la ite sou. Sa ki ve misye ga sa. Misye pa ni cousin, I pa ni nenen, I pa ni pawen, I pa ni person ki kay di dubut beti sa. Emma pa pale ba misye se kay Joseph ite I ka di moun, oh mo halas pale bay ti bay sa. I pale bay ti bay Philip Chipe. Ek di dubut beti sa. Wise me. Go and talk. Emma, go talk to Philip Japan. Tell him stop the nonsense. I've turned the house into a clown show. But I mean, I don't understand. So, the people of Soufriere voted against themselves, their own interests. United Workers' Party in Soufriere stayed home. A matter of fact, some United Workers' Party supporters voted for Emma Hippolyte, and now they're catching their tail. Now they're asking where Stanislas, where Herod? We miss Herod. Herod would have done this for us. Herod would not have done that. That's all you're hearing all over Soufriere. But it's the beginning of sorrow. Because me carnival passe you pas fait yon sou, not $1. When Herod Stanislas was there, all of these SLPs were able to sell their sweet drinks. All of them were able to sell their boudin and all the things that you all eat. They were able to make a little $10, a little $5 there. Pas yon sou yo faire. A matter of fact, many of them were placed into a very unique situation where they had to figure out what they're going to do with all the drinks that they went and take on credit. So kite a botinom Stanislas. Exo ay gade pou granny. Apweza granny hafi next right now granny looking at her ganja farm. Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. Is granny on her ganja farm? What is happening? I question them at this Soufriere. Where? I feel Betty cycle Zoko. You all have 2 more years to go. 2 more years in the wilderness of transgression and strife and hardship. Lucky me take us all that. Go and find place to sell you all drinks. Go. Anyway, Emma, finish so that I can flush you too. Hurry up.
Necessary financial, technical, and human resources to make that national health facility fully operational. And will also bring the respiratory hospital up to an acceptable standard.
Hold. What acceptable standard? The Honorable Alan Shastney during COVID had already done his best with that hospital to turn it into a respiratory hospital. He did it without money. He did it in a hard time, at a time when the country was closed down. And you guys promised the people something that was already in the works, was already being dealt with. And I would tell you, if I listen to you guys good, you all actually copyrighted, you all use all Mr. Shastney's plan. That's what you guys did. Shastney plan. Yeah, Shastney plans. Hospital, new hospital, healthcare, the respiratory hospital. Es no man is a respiratory hospital. St. Jude no come on is a. So I deliver. Anyway. Go ahead.
The universal healthcare system which we had started, so that the basic healthcare will be free and accessible to all St. Lucians.
Other areas covered within the all-encompassing launch were that of sports, the youth economy, protection of heritage and patrimony, agriculture, the blue economy, and the retired elderly and vulnerable groups. The full manifesto for public viewing is available online at www.voteslp.org. Solaj Alfred, HTS News 4.
Solaj, ou ka mislead someone la too, Solaj. So I don't know why you come there with that whole drama promoting the SLP. I hope you promoted the UWP too. Huh? Bunch of hacks. And they come in there looking all nice and red with all their effects, the photo shot. Poor Emma falling asleep while she's reading. I'm sure Emma reading as she's sucking her teeth in her mind. She's like, "Kima she sa, sir." But we understand, Emma. It's not your fault. You were tired. They give you the thing to read. I would read it too. So, my mem. Wise me. Lot Koti. Wait till I say. We have one more. I have stuff coming. More loaded. I loaded. Give me time. Wait till I. Don't go. We dealt with Mundi or Mandy. Where we going? Let's go to King Kong. Let's go to the Blue Whale. Oswa modu. Mavi nipuzo. Mama here rice oswa. Navi nipuzo. Money, Mr. What is his name, Mr. King? I have a warning for him anyway. So, wait. Y'all wait. I got to, it's me alone, so I'm putting things together. Don't rush me. Wait till I. Share the life. Where? Mr. And he don't have manners, I don't even press the thing yet and he's talking. But go ahead, Mr. King. Go ahead.
Never approached me to join the ranks. They have never approached me to join the ranks. And again, let me state this. Throughout my years in politics, from 1987, I've had an excellent relationship with every single member of parliament. Sir Julian Hunt, Remy Lesmore, Cecil Lee.
Gassa, talk fast because we have to go. We don't have time for this. Talk fast.
Kenny Anthony and the rest. It is a decent relationship. It is a relationship of parliamentarians.
A social media firestorm erupted over the weekend when Philip J. Pierre at a public meeting said this.
I'll tell you again. Von Lewis, former Prime Minister, left and he joined us. When he joined us, he said, the substance of government is on this side, our side. Morella Joseph, Dr. Morella Joseph, leader of the United West Party, left them and joined us. Remember that? And now, Stevenson King, Pawen Flabo, leave them and they join us.
Does the heavy roller intend on trading his newly donned blues for red? Philip J. Pierre subsequently explained the us here was the fight to remove the Chasney and Co. from office. On Monday, following a short press release, Stevenson King made it categorically clear to reporters.
In the euphoria of events in politics, you see a crowd and you're so excited, you will make statements. I heard Mr. Pierre's explanation through a statement put out in the media. I've heard Mr. Leo Clark, who I believe is the General Secretary of the St. Lucia Labour Party, also make a statement. But one thing I can say to the St. Lucian public is that I have never, ever applied for membership to the St. Lucia Labour Party. I do not have pending any application to the St. Lucia Labour Party. I have no intention of applying for membership to the St. Lucia.
Gassa, uka mati by semuna, utaka mati by semuna, Gassa. Let me tell you what you did. You had discussions and you are pretending that you don't know who is either the General Secretary of the Labour Party or the Chairman of the... You're pretending like you believe the gentleman is. When you were in meetings with the gentleman... But who are you fooling? Now we go back in time, so we're getting vexed back in times, and we're coming back good in times. So right now, we're back in time. So duka fashe, back in times, duka check kono, checkly. So... That's not the truth. Let me ask you, St. Lucians, a question. How can the chairman of the SLP and the leader of the SLP, the political leader of the SLP, Mr. Pierre, how can these two gentlemen make the same statement and you, Mr. King, you're saying, oh no, that's not the case, they misspoke, in the euphoria of things, no, you had that discussion with them, but because they have verbal diarrhea, they expose you. Sorry, King, we got you. we got you. So, you guys had your arrangement. I am going to give you the chronology of events. My mom will say we are go power. The chronology of events. Let's unfold the drama. The King drama. King, you know what happened? You realize that, look, the possibility is there that the United Workers' Party would not have gotten back in power. You have been attempting a very long time to join the SLP. You have been in discussions with them for eons. Like you said, all of them is your friend. All of them. So you were in discussions. Your problem is that you got scared. Yes, you got scared because you were not sure that the people of your constituency would have accepted you under the Labour Party. You guys were testing the waters to see the response of the people of your constituency. You, sir, were testing the waters. And what Philip J. said and the other guy said, you all were trying to feel your way through that community. So if there's a lot of reaction, then you know how to wiggle yourself. So like the song says, you swing cow, swing cow, uka swing cow, ula kotazan. So finally, when you realize that the people are asking questions, you know what you came to do? You came to assure your people, the flabbos I'm talking about, that it is okay. I am not going to join the Labour Party. I'm going to be an independent UWP. Yes, man. I'm not going to stay out very long from the United Workers' Party. I'm just doing this strategy to win the elections, and then we'll come back because we might lose. So I'm going to go independent, and I'm not going with the Labour Party, but I am going with them. That's what you were telling them, really, you know. You guys had already make all your arrangement that if you win, if they don't put a candidate there, and then you will win and you will caucus with them and they will give you a little position in your favorite sleeping spot by the food table. That's where they're going to put you, that's the position they're going to give you. And so you agreed and say, no problem, let we do that. But let we work on their minds because we got to ensure there are a lot of... And Stevenson King, you know that you had loyal people, your little flabbos. You hurt them so bad. You didn't care about them. And you know what you did for your conscience? You said to them, hey, Shasney's the one. He wasn't good. He treated me bad. You did like a little big baby. He treated me bad. Man up, man. If Shasney were treating you bad, stand up and say, Shasney, stop your nonsense. Well, you like a little baby, he treat me bad. He was taking my toys and my food from me. And every time I come to eat, Shasna eat all the meat in the plate. And he leave only the rice for me. And so I was vexed. And I couldn't say nothing. But no. Big baby, grow up. So te nam, ou the guy di Shasna double betty saga, sir. Go had nom cafe gasa. Nom ka di double beti sa gasa. Pa fe pas seven papi show gasa. Ma magi. Male magi ou gasa. Shasne. Pull up yourself, man. Swing cow gasa. But you come tell me, oh Shasne, it's Shasne. Why is it me? It's Shasne. Calling you on the air. Caribbean American News Media.
Yes, I got you. Everything you said there was so true, and you knew that the United Workers Party would do the election. That's what happened for the first time when he was dragging to just way back in 2001.
Yeah.
He knew that Labour would lose the election. Mm-hmm. So he had no choice but get back and assemble himself, like put himself, get together with the guys. That's what he did. Yeah. That's why he did that. That's why he came back with the party. Because I was in every rally. When I remember that night, he was in somewhere Daviso.
Yeah.
So that's when he came up with that. He came with they paid you pay. Yeah, that's you pay.
So let me ask you, caller. You're from Stevenson King constituency? No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Guy Joseph constituency.
Oh, good. I hope you voted for Guy.
Yeah. Why you think I'm calling you?
Just testing the waters like King.
always. I always working at the 100 yards. He knows me very well. We know each other very well.
Okay, good.
Good.
But yeah, man. But
guys are a bunch of good guys.
Yeah.
And let me inform you something.
Talk to me.
St. Jude, the previous color that the old St. Jude roof has on it, that is not the first roof that they had put on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, they had put a red roof on it. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe they would say because of political color. These galvanized was taken down and was distributed all across the Viewport South, Viewport North area.
Yeah? First time I'm hearing this.
Yeah. Okay, people took it. Those who was in charge, even some fellows who was making trips there to bring for the Cabal, Jabal, all, and some of them say, okay, if I have to drop a Cabal, I want for myself too. And that was the deal.
Wow.
And materials was just coming in. They're not offloading it, and it's just going back out.
Wow. So it means that roof was changed more than once.
I think it's only twice. The first one they removed it, and then the one on it there, the blue one. And
that is news.
The floors, don't talk about the floors. The engineer comes today. The steel benders, everybody lay the steel. The plumbers, everybody lay the pipes. They cast next morning when they come. It cast already, you know.
Yeah.
That's very same consultant coming and he said they installed the wrong pipe in that floor. They have to break it down. Throw away the steel. Put back. I tell you, they have floors that have cast off 3-4 times.
Ebe. This is news.
So that is why the consultant never wanted St. Jude could be finished. And another thing I want to point it out.
Talk to me.
The same structure that was 80% complete on completion. Why is it now the Prime Minister is standing in cabinet and saying they're waiting on planning to give them the okay to build the hospital? Why is that? Yeah, he stand up in the parliament and said that, you know.
Yeah.
And even last week he said the reason why he did not make any allocation to St. Jude is because they're waiting on that same thing and they have to make arrangement because you cannot just jump into it and without arranging, without discussion.
So, wow, this is troubling because if you look at the Senate sitting last week where we had our two temporary senator, Mrs. Jude and Nancy, the independent senator challenged the Minister of Government Business, and he asked him for a report on St. Jude's Hospital. And all he said to that man is that work is going on at St. Jude's.
That's what work. What work? That's something they do something they just complete. They do that by, I think, they are looking like people who use pencils and they just took it and bring it over there.
But you listened to the House sitting last week, right? Just again, did you hear any? Not entirely. But based on what you gather, did you hear anything about the St. Jude's Hospital? Anything solid, concrete about St. Jude's?
No, because that's why I told you. He said the reason why he did not allocate. He did not make an allocation for St. Jude is because they're waiting on how they say that again? the approval of the planning. The approval, they're waiting on the approval to work on the structure.
So what I'm asking now, so it means that they have been lying to us. So what are they doing? They're working at St. Jude's. What are they doing? Because what's her name? Jade Brown, in a report, told us that they're on to phase 2 of the hospital. They are working, they got materials, and they are starting to put up the partitions at the hospital. Most St. Lucians heard that. Now I'm saying, if there is not an approved plan, why are you putting up walls at St. Jude's?
I'm saying, if they have to put partitions, I think in the new hospital, the UWP started. That's what I would say. Because the previous one, they were talking about all walls, everything was up already.
But they said they got plywood and everything. They got materials, came in, and they were going to put up the walls, and they're going to deal with the kitchen area or whatever it is. And so how do you put up walls, caller? How do you put up walls in a hospital when your plans have not been approved?
When it has a roof on it already, because they were talking about, they were complaining about drywall walls, right?
Yeah.
So you all want to build in concrete walls. So why the roof is up already and then you're going to put walls? The concrete, the blocks. Why are you going to put the blocks?
Boy.
So what are you going to do here?
But you heard Emma said we were going to get the hospital 1 year. It's going to take 1 year. And you know when she said that was during the last elections campaign. That was in what, 2020?
Yeah.
Mama, monsieur. Ek yoki ka di, yoki ni chepo di chasne ka mati, guy ka vole, yo ka mati, he's a liar, he's lying. Wait, lie. That's all you were hearing, you know. Memi se muna ka mati banu.
And if the memory serves me well, I think I have heard from the housing minister said the plan for St. Jude was there, but they hidden. It was hidden by whoever I don't know, but he will get it. He will find it. Also now, you have devices. You have devices at this office.
Yep.
Or at this office, you have computer. You have laptops. Some people have tablets. All these things can be transferred to these devices. So where can this information be used?
Wait, monsieur. Honestly, I'm disappointed, man. Just putting all this together. I'm honestly, I had hope that they would have finished at least.
That was the name I was looking for. The DCA approval. They have not gotten any DCA approval for that whole thing. Never.
But the question too is, what is holding up this plan? This plan. What is holding it up? Can the DCA somebody come forward and speak to us?
I don't. Do you have that clip about Stevenson King when he was brought to that guy Dale Elliott was questioning him?
Yes, I have it, but I don't have it right now. I have it in my electronic storage. Okay.
Well, you will have to go. You'll have to go back and make a review on it, because he said they were so in a hurry. He was so in a hurry to give the people the hospital. That's why he didn't bother himself to look for any plan.
You know, I remember that.
You meant to tell me a structure at this magnitude, you building it without a plan?
Yeah.
How many houses is there? 80 or 60 of them?
I mean, a lot.
That's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And without a plan, imagine that.
Something is wrong. They're not telling us. And I suspect what we will find out is that what Guy, Joseph, and Mr. Shaston was saying to us, the St. Lucian people, they were right. It would be too expensive.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
To undo the wrongs at the hospital.
Because I think push-up windows had to install to become sliding windows, you know, because the roof so close.
Yeah, they had to turn the windows
so under the roof, so they had to So they have to change the direction of the window, the installment of the window.
I saw that. And that's the first thing I observed while Jade was doing. Yes. The windows were very, very low.
If you are a good distance away from the structure, you cannot see the window.
No. My God.
You have to be very close to it. You have to be very close to it to see.
Wow, wow, wow. Because if these guys had continued, if they had continued the new structure, it would have been finished by now, you know.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes, yes.
Because I work at Owen King Hospital from steelwork to AC because I work with an AC company.
Right.
When the AC was installed, and then the entire structure is just columns, steel frames, cladding the same way they did what they at Pendle. The same thing they did at Pendle.
Yeah.
It's cladding they put all on the outside.
Yeah.
And all the partitions, all the rooms, all the wards is built with drywall. Stud and drywall.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the Labour Party community is saying. It's a box on empty structure. So they cannot do nothing. That's nonsense.
It is.
Because they're trying to avoid too much weight on those big buildings, if in case of an earthquake.
Wow.
Because if you have an earthquake and you have a structure that all the interior is in drywall and you have one with bricks, you know that the one with more damage will be the one with bricks.
Yeah. Yep.
And you might even get casualties.
Yep. That's true.
With the one with bricks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh wow. This
is even the previous one. They have the agreement with the Trinidad and to start Brad was the diamond.
Yes.
It's empty too, it's an empty structure. It's drywall. They do all the partitions, all the offices is in drywall.
But those, I mean,
that's how even Baywalk, all big structures. That's how they build in all Baywalk. That's how they build.
Yeah.
That's how Baywalk built.
Wow.
They either surrounded with cladding or they surrounded with steel blocks and all the partitions except washrooms where elevators will be installed on the thing. That's where they're using concrete.
Sad what they're doing to the St. Lucian people, man. They're lying to them, misleading them.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Wow. But we will keep the fire on.
Not too long ago,
Go ahead.
Not too long ago, I was telling a friend of mine, I want a labor supporter to point their finger on any major investment that Labour Party have done in this country. Point a finger on it for me.
Yeah.
They cannot do so. The only big job I say, but borderly is not that you don't make money out of borderly. You're spending money on borderly.
Yeah.
That's not an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they knew all the strategies they had, all the influence they had for people. They knew that they would needed a bigger place to put them when they commit their crimes. So that's why they did border. They build border.
My God. What can I say, brethren? But thank you for calling, though, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Keep calling,
No problem. Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Yeah, my friends, there we have, that was a good call. But let's finish this one. We won't be able to play all because I had a lot of stuff, a bombshell here in my system, but, we can't take it right now. Some of you in carnival mood.
King affirmed. But there are numerous possibilities ahead of the Castries North MP should he retain the seat. Should the Labour Party, whom he has fought the entirety of his near 4 decades in politics, form the next government, Stevenson King has not ruled out a coalition.
I've not ruled out the possibility of a coalition. In any country, there's always room for working together with each other. And I said it. The good men of goodwill, men of decency, and that can come in.
But wait a minute. So why are you not working with the opposition now? Why every opportunity when you got the position you started manning up? Now, what I can't take with King is when King joined the Labour Party, all of a sudden he become a man. He started flexing himself in the house, telling sending jabs at Alan Shastney, whatever it is, and telling them to arrest him. And Shastney had to tell him, light dead weight. Now, the man only have mouth when he's in red. But when he's in yellow, be say like I hear like Shastney. Look at what he do me, Look at what he do me. Go home and cry for his wife. Look at what Shastney do me. Shastney, they strip me bad in the house. They strip me really bad. The guy Joseph take all my toys. But in the house, all of a sudden, if flexing himself against Shastney. Shastney just drop a little bombshell for him. He never spoke after that. Shastney said, dead wit. Yeah. Quite Shastney can drink, so. Anyway, let's finish with this one, yeah?
That Stevenson King was not the only disgruntled member of the Shastney cabinet.
Look at that.
Suggestions are that other ministers may leave Camp Flow ahead of the polls due in 14 days.
Notwithstanding all the rhetoric that may come out, there are a number of cabinet ministers who are disgruntled. A number of cabinet ministers who have spoken to me in the corridors about the treatment, about the behavior, about what goes on, and the manner in which...
Gassa, you know them little Soufriere? Y'all ever... Lord, put a hand. Sorry, but yeah. Brevin, is when you go back over those clips, you got to look back and laugh. King there like a little Soufriere telling everybody, yeah. You see him, Shastney? If you had the behavior in the house when you are not there, when you are not watching, if you had Shastney does be talking to me. He does be talking down to me like a little child. And if you had Guy Joseph just shout and scream at me, and I'd be so scared. I'd just be afraid to go to work. Yeah, if you see I'm there, fellas, let's react in the house. Listen, let's go back and listen.
They are suffering about what goes on
and
the manner in which they are suffering.
Mama. All the ministers were suffering. Shastney, who both have? Mama. Why? Imagine Shastney have all them Soufriere under pressure in the house, you know. Lani, yo qui passe à voler, so yo fâché. Yo passe à faire ça, yo vle, yo fâché. Mama. Tell me, monsieur. Monsieur qui a fait Soufriere la Shastney. Wise me, And he tell, if you see all them fellas, you know, they're hurting, they feel so bad, and Shastney just treat them bad. Let me go back and listen to the soaps
in the corridors, in private, about their experience. And therefore, you should not be surprised if at any time some of those won't step out and raise their hands and say we've had enough.
NBC Prime took the opportunity as well to ask the former Prime Minister to confirm or deny allegations of bribery on the part of Guy Joseph. Last Monday, the Cash Free Southeast MP, speaking publicly on the issue for the first time, denied offering millions to both Stevenson King and Richard Frederick to allow Asphalt and Mining to obtain the contract for the HIA redevelopment. Frederick stands by his words, and Stevenson King says,
I believe that this matter is so serious that I have taken a decision to deal with it once we can conduct the necessary investigation.
Up 2 years now, he can't deal with it. 2 years. 2 years. You can't build hospital. You can't build a Millennium Highway. You want to investigate Guy Joseph, but you cannot finish the Millennium Highway. Me so CBC King upa alright. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Eh? So here's what happened. King say, oh, I have some information. I tell you, this is our snitch on a Suicides Act. I have information on Guy Joseph. Guy Joseph said he would give me and what's his name, Richard, money and blah blah blah. So where is he getting the money from? Guy Joseph's the Prime Minister. So I would ask you all the question. So how many of you have been getting monies? And you said that there are some of them that will raise their hands and surrender and talk against Chasney. Guess what? I will guarantee you that those who were in cabals with you, they ain't running again. And guess what? Not that they ain't running you, they cannot run on behalf of the United Workers' Party because we know who they are, Mr. King. Because all we have to do is just listen to the silence across the room from them. The walls could be crumbling down on the St. Lucian people. High taxes, death in the country where young people are getting shot, gun violence, high food prices, no medication, and they are quiet. So we know who they are. Your party, anye. So don't think you're hiding anybody, King. We know who they are. And righteousness stands with the United Workers' Party. And we have vision, we have spiritual eyesight. So we are not dumb. We are not blinded by anything. So we know who they are. They are very quiet up to this day. The sky can be falling on St. Lucians. They ain't saying nothing. And by the way, some of them were once representative in their communities. They're doing nothing in their community. They have abandoned the people who have voted for them throughout the years. Abandoned them. And that's why, as we, United Workers' Party, will stand ashore, we will assure you that we have our list. I have a list. And when we win these elections, don't think they're going to come out the woodworks and want contract and want this and that. Not a thing, not a thing, not a thing. Why? Because they have not stood for the people of St. Lucia. They have not stood up for those that they once represented in those communities. We have our eyes on them. Paisia. Take us up. If you can't speak now on behalf of the United Workers' Party, if you cannot speak up now in defense of the party's good name, you cannot stand up now publicly, then you are not one of us. And therefore, King, you ain't saying nothing to us right now. All right?
That's how serious I believe it is. Once an investigation can be established, a proper investigation, and there is a report of findings, I will be prepared to give the necessary evidence.
Philip J. Pierre has promised that an SLP government will ensure that those holding high office found to have engaged in corrupt acts will be made to face the full extent of the law, jail time included. Stevenson King, meanwhile, says he is re-energized, calling on all patriotic St. Lucians to commit themselves to the cause, dubbed the Blue Wave.
You hear where they want the United Workers' Party King. King, If I was part of the hierarchy of the party, I would take away I would erase with a pen and white ink and Clorox chemical. I would remove your name from the history of the United Workers' Party. Because yes, you did them wrong. If you have beef with Chasney is just one individual. The party is bigger than Chasney. If you had problems, you could have come to a general meeting and have a discussion with them. Close to elections, you bail out on them, and then you cuss them off, call them corrupt. You call the entire party basically corrupt, not good, and St. Lucian should not trust them. That's what you did, sir. So Mordecai, white out, Clorox everywhere. Remove your history. Remove you from the history of the party. Because you've done a whole set of wrong to this party. If you had loved your party and you committed enough, envy, jealousy, and bitterness would not have overtaken you guys. And then you turn your wrath at poor Guy Joseph. And you call him a thief, you call him everything else. And then you said that, yes, even jail time. You so hate those fellas that you want them in jail to rot. But be careful, Mr. King. Because whatever you wish for others, the possibility is there that you and your big belly can end up on the hard floor at Bodiley. You hear me? Where you will be placed on a diet. And you can get pleasures forevermore right there at the Bodiley Correctional Facility. Don't wish it for others. Don't wish it for your brothers. Don't wish it for your sisters. Bad mind.
For the people and the country. He says more than ever, patriots are needed to fight, quote, for the cause that lacks assistance, against the wrong that needs resistance, for the future in the distance, and the good that I can do, end quote. Miguel Fabry, NBC Prime.
Yeah, NBC Prime. You enjoy that, eh? You like that, eh? You see where he run? NBC Prime, yeah. NBC Prime. Yes, man. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, we finished with thing. Let's do one more. And y'all can call, that phone line is open right now because let me see here which one to give you all. Let me see. Which one is the best one to give you all? Oh, I have one here for you all. Let's go to Cabot for a minute. We're not going to stay long. But before you all call, don't call yet. Let's go to Cabot for 1 minute. Because them fellas think we don't. You all don't have technology. I am here with you all, Flabo. Moi like so. No need technology. No like so. Where? Ik maak hem pay. Me moi like so. No la. We outside. Where? And we'll hold you all. By the way, I forget to give you a flush, mister. Thank you, somebody. Lydia, thank you. Where? Here is your flusher. Enjoy. Let's do this before we take a call. I was just trying to get rid of the ad first, but let's do this.
There's been an outpouring of support for restaurateur Marjorie Lambert ever since news broke that her business could be relocated to make way for the Cabot development. Over the weekend, scores of St. Lucians converged on the Kazimba beach to patronize the restaurant and protest the golf course project. Opposition leader Philip J. Pear joins the list of individuals to back the small business owner.
A few of us from the party decided to come to have lunch at Marjorie. First of all, to express our solidarity.
Monsieur, he always expressing solidarity with some. Marjorie, where South have all the SLP cabals, all ministers, potential ministers, the whole SLP went on the beach at Marjorie because they don't like Cabot. All them fellas. Every one of them. Yes.
To come to have lunch at Marjorie. First of all, to express our solidarity, and secondly, to tell her that we believe that she has a right to make a living in St. Lucia.
Sir, the last time I checked, Mr. Shastay's administration or Cabot never told this woman that she cannot earn a living in St. Lucia. They did not do that. And two, Cabot was willing to take care of this woman, to relocate her, give her a bigger restaurant and organize her nicely because of the development that had to be in the area. Yes. Yes. Huh? Anyway, let me go finish.
I'm generally here to support her efforts.
The Cabot development has been the subject of heated debate over the exploitation of land for commercial development versus sustainability. Some fear that the Cabot project threatens heritage and biodiversity. Other citizens are worried that St. Lucians may be barred access to the Kazimbar Beach. On Wednesday.
Now, all they had to do, the citizens who are concerned that they're going to be blocked from the beach, all they had to do, was ask Cabot or ask the government whether they would be blocked or whatever it is. But instead, the SLP used that situation. And during COVID, they went on the beach. Jack don't want me to bathe on the beach. My question, who is Jack that don't want you to bathe on the beach? Who? And who don't want Margie to sell and have her business? Who at the time? Who, the question is? Who? That's my question.
The situation straight from the business owner.
I don't know about it being politicized. What I know is that a solution is under threat, and as a party that believes in small business, that believes in investment, we believe that we should come here.
So Shastney and the UWP don't believe in investment. They don't believe in the people of St. Lucia. And so only the SLP cares about businesses in the country. Only the SLP, they're concerned about the people of St. Lucia, especially those who are leasing lands that are not theirs.
To see exactly what is the situation, to express our solidarity, and further first to understand that what really is the issue and really is the problem. We believe that there can be mutual existence for foreigners and St. Lucians. We think they can coexist, and we do not think that one should be disadvantaged for another.
Owner of Marjorie's restaurant and bar, Marjorie Lambert is unsure as to her next move as she awaits the renewal of her lease, which is due in early 2021. She still refuses to leave in the face of the development and called for open dialogue with the government.
Take money and go home. What it will do for me? I will not be able to leave because over 28 years you come into a place, started with nothing to bring to something. To me, I don't know that I could take money for my place. No. The government, they have to come nice and clean, and then we can discuss. If it is what they're telling me, I don't want to.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, and folks, you got to listen to these stories, and we're just going back in history. You are jumping ahead of discussions, serious discussions, and you're going to the media, the opposition is involved, and you are just speculating about a lot of stuff, and you're saying to them, well, come discuss, but you are already in the news and all kind of drama over what? Lease property that is not yours, one. It is lease property, it's not your private property. Your lease is going to be up soon. Engage the owners of the property. Engage the persons who are responsible. Have an engagement. Have a discussion. But all the drama and the SLP, they love to inject themselves into drama. Check the banana war. They love themselves they love to inject themselves into situations. Look at all the other situations in St. Lucia. Whether it's their business or not, they inject themselves as heroes. Yes, we look the people in Mikusam were there, their house burned down, or the court mash up their place. Did you all run to their assistance? Did you? But let's go.
What they're telling me, I don't want to leave the beach. But if they come and they tell me, Marjorie, this is the case, what you want to do, what you're going to do, yes, we can sit down and talk.
The leader of the opposition says while the St. Lucia Labour Party supports investment, the current administration should do its best to protect the patrimony of St. Lucia. Pierre believes that St. Lucians should not be disadvantaged at the cost of any investment. Colby DeVoe, HTS News Force.
I don't know what that was all about, honestly. Big drama. St. Lucians like fete. They end up having big thing on the beach, jumping up. Jack don't want me to bathe on the beach, blah, 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 blah. Nobody said they can't bathe on the beach, you know. Nobody said that they're not going to have a discussion with the lady and to see how they can come to a conclusion. Nobody said nothing like that, you know. But the SLP injects themselves into the situation, blow the situation up where, you know, things started getting heated, when that could have been dealt with privately. And then they come out like hero that they got monies and for Marjorie and they get the best deal because the foreigners and the locals must coexist and they're taking our patronage and our patrimonies away and the dead skeletons are there and they're desecrating the place. Guess what? Them same fellas are on the same property jumping on the tombs of the unknown, drinking rum, busting champagne. Every so often they're on their boards. They're enjoying Cabot more than Shastney himself. They're enjoying Cabot more than any other St. Lucian, the same SLP administration. And you're telling me that we should not call them hypocrites? Brethren, we're taking your calls now. Y'all can call back. I saw we had a call coming in. I am going to get off this live because, brethren, I am honestly sick and tired of the hypocrisy and the lies, and we got to call it out. They must be called out. And whether we have to go back in history and come forward, we must do it and call their bluffs, call their lies. Let's get our call.
Yes, sir.
Caribbean American News, brother, you're on the air.
Yes, Garfield, I just wanted to, I'm going to be brief tonight.
Talk to me.
I want to first of all, ask PJP. He made a promise that within the first 100 days in office, every civil servant or everybody that the government is owing in tax return, like I think from $5,000 or less, is going to pay them in the first first 100 days in office. Have he done that? I would like him to know, have he done that?
Okay, so that is I got to look for that promise. So you said the first 100 days.
The first 100 days in office, he would have paid everybody government is owing in tax returns. He would pay them about $5,000 unless he would pay them in the first 100 days in office. That was his promise. Have he done that? Have he kept that promise? And the reason why Stevenson King behaved the way he behaved there, the man was just bitter. He was not the leader of the United Workers' Party. He was bitter from the time Shastney beat him, and he just couldn't let go.
Wow.
So that is why he go ahead and head to head with RF and to behave the way he behaved the day before election. That is his problem. He could not deal with that, not being the leader of the United Workers' Party. That's what I have to say tonight.
Man, I really appreciate that call, man. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to look into that. Thank you, caller, my friend. So here we have the brother and making a very, he's saying that the government promised the first 100 days that they're going to be, given refunds or whatever it is. And it's 2 years now. There's a lot of promises. The hospital, we saw 1 year, first 100 days, I will increase I will double the support to first responders. We will help them. We will double or triple their contributions, whatever it is. And we have seen nothing like that so far. We have seen nothing like that, but they're going to be celebrating something. I don't know what they're celebrating after 2 years. What do you celebrate after 2 years? What? I don't understand. What are you celebrating? And then guess what they do? They said that they're going into Chasney's community, Mico South. I don't know who pulled them up or who had a conversation with them, whether it's a doppy or who, but they moved to Mico North. So they from Mico South to Mico North, they're coming down for you all in Mico North there, so that they can come and bamboozle your Seville. Well, not me. I'm not there, so I'm going to encourage you, Malcolm, all of them. They're coming down for you all. So you all got to prepare yourself. But folks, we're going to end the program now. We've had a good run. I have to prepare for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow night at 8, we have Brother T.P. Prudent, who's going to be on with us on official business, I believe, from the United Workers' Party. And so we're inviting you to come along. He's going to be in studio, in person here on set with me. He's going to be right here live in the studio. We want as many of you to call, ask him questions, have a conversation with him. And we'll be here together tomorrow at 8 p.m. We look forward to a beautiful show. The system is already set, queued for that program tomorrow night with Brother TP. Good night to everybody. And remember, don't stress yourself. Let not your heart be troubled, all right?
Yes, yeah. I said, 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 yes, Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yes, yeah, 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 yeah.